It's unmuted.
What?
There. It was unmuted. Now can you hear us?
Give me a second to come over.
It's unmuted.
Yeah.
Yep.
Now, where did you mute it?
There. When I hit okay.
Okay.
What happened was somehow it got unmuted, and then I hit when I hit the stop button, touched it, and it unmuted itself. Sorry about that. That issue with the crazy thing. I'll have to edit that silent part out a little bit later.
So now we're starting. Be fine. So.
Oh,
all right.
Start. Oh my.
All right.
Oh. The technical difficulties of learning how to do live stream.
And reception too. Because my phone
You
still
know,
is not
camping
my
therapy.
phone's not receiving it.
So was blocking the Wi-Fi. The Wi-Fi's over there. So this computer was blocking the Wi-Fi.
See that hand?
Okay,
It
we'll
totally
try.
took over the world.
We'll try this, but I don't know.
Yeah, well,
Oops, I turned it on too soon.
turn it on too soon. You know, that little gimbal, oh my goodness. If you take the phone off and the gimbal's not off, all of a sudden it panics and starts shaking all over the place. Where's the phone? I'm supposed to be holding the phone. How could you take this phone away from me? That's great.
All right, try to put it in.
All right.
Here. Now we're going to try to redo this gimbal thing.
You know, it's a good thing we were already dressed, you know. Sometimes it's amazing.
Okay.
So-
Thank you for your patience in all of this trial and error. Oh,
All right.
whoops.
Oh, it's a little centered.
Yeah, we gotta center it a little
Center it on
bit.
your gimbal.
There.
Or
Now,
I'll do
hopefully that won't go to sleep. Are you sure I had this plugged in last
it.
time?
You had it plugged in last
And
time.
it didn't go off?
It went, 25, 30 minutes before it went off. And that was because it was dead. So, we'll see.
Okay,
Oh,
we'll
I
see.
like this. Now, that's much closer. You see, I like being closer. It's more personal.
I like being farther.
You know, I had a really great week. I had one of the best days I can remember in my life this past week. It was awesome because the car was making noises and it was the front wheel bearing. And luckily I had already replaced it once and I just replaced them both this week. Front wheel bearings and front disc brakes. And I am going to put that video on my Storyteller Donny. So that's going to be fun to watch. Oh yeah, right. But if you, you know, so at least it's a dictated and excellent video on how to change your front wheel bearing. So I got that done. And a friend of ours, Mr. 5000, he got a new floor in, but the flooring guy failed. He got the floor, there wasn't enough wood and the wood was kind of soft, and so he said, I can't reseat the toilet because I don't know what to do. He just couldn't handle it. So I came over, and wouldn't you know, I found some meat in that floor to get some screws into that floor, and Tony and I went to the store and we found this special adapter that worked and got into the wood and got that toilet mounted. It was another success. In the same day I did the brakes and the other thing. And I even had more success somewhere else that day too. I'm trying to remember what it was, but with the car.
He's very handy.
So
He's very handy.
And yeah, because
Thank God.
that's
for a handy man.
you know, that was one wheel bearing and disc is like $500, and then you have $57 for the disc and $100 for the part. That was awesome. And but in the process of taking the tires off, I could see my tires were really worn. They were worn evenly, so I wasn't worried about, you know, toe in or toe out or worn out bearings or anything. But it was time to get 2 tires, and they were making a lot of noise. So now the car, so I went to the store. I found tires called Westlake on a Sunday, and got 2 tires put on for $197 out the door, and brand new. And today I got 2 more tires, and the tires I bought today were more expensive. I bought Uniroyals, more of a brand name, but I also went to a Christian-owned business, and I just want to encourage you not to give your money to the big boxes, because today I avoided the big boxes twice. I could have gone to Walmart and probably saved $50, $60, maybe even $100, depending on the tires I picked. If I went to Walmart today, I could have bought a new battery for $130. Instead, I went to a auto parts store and bought a Die Hard for $160 instead of a Walmart one. I just, with my military discount and everything, I just want to encourage people that, if that guy's got the courage to put on his marquee to pray for America and to
It says Jesus
stand
out
up
there,
for
right? It says
yeah
Jesus.
and stand up for the Lord, and he had one out for Christmas and all that, spend the $40, spend the $50 that it takes to go there compared to the big
Well, small
box.
business. I mean, anyway.
And small business.
And also, like, if you're going to do a giveaway on your channel, and you have a channel, or you're going to bless somebody with something, try to go even to an artist.
Like we did.
Go to an artist and
Mm-hmm.
bless the artist and buy some of their art to do as a giveaway.
Yep.
There's a lot of people that only do like an Amazon gift card or something, but I personally have
It
relatives.
takes no thought.
I personally have relatives that won't shop online. So if they won something like that, it wouldn't even, they'd probably give it away to someone else and not want to use it. But,
Yeah.
give them something personal, like go find different artists, or go shop in a nice little mom and pop store and buy something from them to do as a giveaway. It's more personal.
That's right. And personally, between me and you, I went to the Amish store today. And of course, the guy's real nice, great store, lots of crafts and arts and bird feeders and bird houses and all kinds of things there. But also had fudge, and it had something else I hadn't seen before. And it's my first impression of the day. So we're going to try some soda pop.
Hold on for a second.
We got things, okay.
Just
do some
want you to know
introductions.
we have a live audience tonight.
Yes, we have live audience here tonight.
Who's not going to be on camera, but a live audience. Nevertheless, he said he's in the cheap seats. Ah.
Did you want to say hello to anybody else?
Yeah, let's say hello
Hello,
to some
Shannon,
of
of course. Thank you for sticking with
the,
us.
yeah, Roger
Roger.
and
And somebody was
Kentucky
fixing dinner.
Girl, Lisa, Journey Along with Shannon, Scott, Coaster Mom. Let's see, Camping Therapy, Tara.
Hey, Tara. Yeah, the Amish store is right there in Pigeon Forge. It's just right up the road from Walmart, a little bit to the north of Walmart.
Van Life with Gina. And then, Marilyn from Kentucky, Sooner Girl Travels, Yvonne.
For those of you
Loves
joining us
UK,
late, we're glad you did.
Colleen.
Because if you'd have joined on time, you wouldn't be watching.
We had a little technical difficulty. We had no sound. The microphone on this app was accidentally muted. So, Camping Therapy, what I was saying was we're using an app to go live from our phone because we're having speaker issues. Now, he did go out and buy headsets.
Yep, got headsets today. One
But-
worked, one didn't.
Yeah, same brand, but one of them had a USB plug and one of them had a regular
Mhm.
plug. The one with the normal plug to just plug in
The single pole.
like a headset.
And actually,
didn't
I
work.
tried it on other items and it worked. So it might be the laptop is just not recognizing it, or can't do two at once or something like that. You know, I just have to figure out how to get the laptop to listen to it, but it won't.
So we're probably going to get another one with the USB because I have multiple USBs on the laptop, and that way we could talk.
But can you have two headsets on this computer? Can you do it? Will it allow it, or will it only do one? We don't know. So
Hopefully it works. Hello, Lala Farm.
la
Rhonda Skipper.
Rhonda, help me, Rhonda. And I'm sure you've never heard that before. Yeah, people get tired of that real quick. Sorry, I won't do it again. I have just, get it out of my heart. Oh, I did it again. Sorry. Bo.
Hello, Virginia. How are you?
Virginia.
Our audience says hello, Virginia, as well. We have a live audience who's not on the camera tonight.
You didn't have to pay him or anything. One day we'll sell tickets.
He's kidding. Okay.
So is it Amish store time? Amish store time. Somebody say that. Agree with me. Amish store time. Oh, they had ghost pepper cheese. That was good. It was on fire. Twice. Once today, once tomorrow.
Yep. Camping Therapy. I don't think this shows the chat replay because it's not actually the computer live. It's an app, and I'm using the free version, so I don't think it actually shows the chat replay later on.
Oh, you mean you can't see when you replay this? It's just the video, not the chats too.
Well, because it's this app.
Right.
And I didn't.
Well, who wants to go through all that anyway?
I didn't pay for the advanced version because I'm still trying it out.
Yeah, I mean.
But anyway, what I try to do is respond to the comments so that if people are listening to the replay, they'll know, who we were chatting with and responding to the comments. Let's see.
I don't know.
Now I'm looking. Go ahead and talk while I'm looking at comments.
Alrighty then. So, I went to the Amish store today just because I've always wanted to go there, and I pass it by and I'm always in such a hurry. Today I wasn't in a big hurry, and and I got 4 new tires on my car today in the rain. Wow, did we plow through puddles instead of skipping over them like a rock like we were doing. Oh, that was not safe. Anyway, it's always good when all 4 tires are on the ground. So, we have to go back to the Old West. You remember the Old West? Big, bold, untamed. Built for the man with a taste for adventure. Yes, here you talking. I don't know why they took out the side of their mouth in those days. Could have been the wind was blowing the other way, and that was the only way you could get somebody to hear you is rock out the side of your house. But, well, you never know who you're going to meet. But then again, you never know what you're going to drink. So, today, we're going to drink sarsaparilla. That's one of my favorite guys from California. He always says sarsaparilla. The Old West. Yeah, that's the guy. I know who he is. Yep. Of course, in old, what's his name, from Gunsmoke, old Festus. Oh, my, Sheriff. Oh, howdy, Sheriff. I've always wanted to say that to a real policeman, but it never the guts. Yeah, you know how that goes. So now we're going to have some sarsaparilla. Let's hope it's not all shook up. Oh, there's that sound. It's okay. Well, down the hatch, they say. Oh, I forgot to pay my 2 bits. There's your 2 bits. Oh my goodness, it tastes like medicine.
Oh, no.
It tastes like medicine. No wonder they was all cure-all. Ew. I don't know how to describe this. It sort of tastes like sassafras tea with a fizz and a push in the stomach.
Jesus
Oh,
loves you, Kay.
sarsaparilla! You know, if I had a choice between this and whiskey, I'd take this, but I don't know how long. There's really some. Hey, let's have old lover girl Joy try it. Yeah, try some sarsaparilla.
I don't like medicine, so I hope it tastes like root beer.
Nope. Nope. Don't taste like root beer.
It does taste a little like root beer,
A
though.
little bit, yeah.
A little bit. Pure cane sugar.
Oh yes, no corn syrup or anything like that. We all old-fashioned around here. Sugar. Give me some sugar. Give me some sugar. All right, well, there's the old sarsaparilla test. So, we're not over yet either. I got another flavor over here too. So we'll test that one later when we recover from sarsaparilla. Okay. I'm back. Who was that old miner 49er? Oh my goodness, he didn't have a tooth in his head, did it? I was maybe one.
Coaster Mom said you might find yourself on the inside of the police car if you did that to the police officer.
I know. Well, howdy, Sheriff. You know what there's Sheriff.
Jesus Loves You said hello to the cheap seats.
Oh, the sheet?
Cheap seats.
The cheap seats. Hello to the cheap seats.
He waved. He waved. He waved.
Oh, awesome. Oh. So we had fun this week. I had fun. I've been taking notes of everything that's been going on.
She said, "You are so good. How do you think of these things?" I was laughing. Jesus loves you, Kay.
I'm telling you.
He entertains himself during the day. I think thinking of.
I think of this stuff. I laugh while I'm working. I can't paint a straight line. I'm laughing so hard.
We are at our friend's condo, camping therapy.
So I fixed the car. Oh yeah, because of the wheels and everything, had a little slide. I didn't know if anybody else had a close call from all this winter weather and sliding and in the snow. Don't you feel bad for those people that kind of go down the street and just hit somebody else because they can't stop?
Camping therapy said they were holding a cigarette in with the other side of their mouth, and Delilah Farm said that sounds like a goat impersonation. A goat impersonation.
A goat. Oh, I do it.
Oh.
How do you know, huh? How do you know?
We are not staying here, Virginia. We are, Tony was getting flooring and things like that, so somebody needed to stay here in his absence to make sure everything went well. John Barron said, "Do I get a prize for being a listener?" The furthest listener away. I want some sort of sarsaparilla.
Sarsaparilla get you.
That's his high school friend.
Yeah, Don Barron and I have been friends
Yeah.
since 1970. Well, it wasn't.
Yeah,
It was
that's
like
true.
75.
That's true. We leave. Tony falls asleep, and then we're like, okay. No, we've been visiting with him.
Yep.
He gets tired. It's like, we gotta go.
Tony's an excellent host. Funny.
He wakes early and goes to sleep early.
Yeah.
I think.
Yep.
His training.
Mm. Oh.
The water heater update is, we're looking at Amazon for something because we're trying to figure out what will work for the RV that we do have, because it's an older RV, so we have to get the right thing that'll fit.
Yes, and the one that's available for RVs is extremely expensive. I mean, if you have a $160,000 RV, putting a $1,600 tankless water heater is just 1% of the cost of that RV, and it's worth it, you know. And it'll give you enough hot water for your 2 faucets and your shower.
But there's a lot of RVers that put the tank on the outside. On the outside of the RV, and he was kind of wanting it to go on the inside where the old heater was.
Yes, so we're going to look into that, and we're also looking into just, you know, it's about $600 for a good one that puts out more water than you'll ever use. But unfortunately, we don't really need that much. And now I realize I'm going to have another source of propane, because these things go through some propane. You know, you almost wonder, you know, does the propane cost more than the electric?
We were thinking about the electric one, but it uses...
We don't have 220, and most campgrounds don't have any 220. I mean, they've got 50 amp for your rig, but not 220 for, you know, that's why RVs don't have full-size dryers. You would have to have a 220 line in there. So it's a different, you know,
so you
don't need to know everything about RV.
We're just shopping around trying to find the right one.
It's going to fit in the hole.
Yeah.
You know, now they have one that mounts, because it has to be weatherproof, and it has to handle the shaking and movement of the RV, and so then we have to pipe the propane to it and things like that. So that was a sarsaparilla burp. Oof.
Oh, Tony. Tony said, we make our escape the moment his eyes close. He said, I don't blame them.
I don't blame him.
Well, even when his eyes closed, he was like, oh, wait.
I was slapping the thing.
Because I'm like, no, you're falling asleep.
I know. Last night I was
wait.
telling a story, and his eyes were closed, and I just slapped the couch real quick, and then act all innocent like I hadn't. And his eyes would close, and I'd slap the couch again, and he'd wake up. And, you know, I'm not wasting this story on you unless you listen to the whole thing. Wake up! Oh.
That's a joke. Oh.
And people are able to go back and watch this again, right?
On the replay, yeah.
Okay, all right. Because I've been searching, you know, what's our theme tonight? What's the approach where we want to be informative and you know, bring something to light to help us all enjoy our lives and everything, you know, every day, every better. And I've been going through things like when I was telling Coast Guard stories, and one Coast Guard story that I had was in doing a lot of snorkeling, and we would be on the Bahamas and everything else like that, and I had you know, I believed in God then, and I didn't believe in God as much until I was swimming on the reef, and coming the other direction right at me from the other end of the reef was a shark. And he was swimming right at me. And of course, you know, when you're underwater, it doesn't matter if it's 3 feet long or 6 feet long. It's in the same tank you're swimming in. So it was not funny. And it was like, bark, you know, bark. But you're underwater, so you can't say anything. And one of the first things I had heard as a baby Christian was to plead the blood of Jesus. You know, say the blood of Jesus is on me, you know, protect me. and the word blood started to come out of my mouth. And I thought, wait, we don't want blood in the water right now. No, not blood. I was like, oh yeah, no, not that. No, thank you, Lord. I need your hand. I need your hand of guidance. Because there's some pretty scary animals out there. I mean, we were out real far. We weren't near the coast where everything's fished out by the public. We were out real far. And those barracuda out there are as thick as a dinner dish and 6-8 feet long. And, and they move so fast you'll never know it. And but remember this about barracuda. When they're turning sideways, they're just displaying. And they're saying, this is my territory, back off. When they face you and they flare their gills, you better duck, because that's when it's bad. You just absolutely make yourself as small as possible and get out of there as quick as possible, because that's their attack mode. So as long as they're turned sideways and displaying, you're okay. But, still, get out of there. So in the realm of close calls, I'm sure some of you have had some close calls with car accidents or anything else like that. I mean, there was one time where I almost drowned, and it was very, very close.
On our honeymoon, you almost drowned.
And on my honeymoon, that's 3, because I did 2 in the Coast Guard and 1 with her. And the waves were having a good time that day, but I got in. After it was over, I was all scraped up, and I knew what I was doing.
Hello, Happy Place Camping.
So maybe you have an idea. So
he got caught in an undertow on our honeymoon.
Yeah, it was like a riptide or something, and it was.
I was sitting on the beach, looking at the water, and he decided to go.
Yeah, because
swimming.
I'm on vacation, and I'm on vacation in Florida, my old stomping ground, and I know that it's fun to body surf, and it wasn't fun.
Thankfully, because he was Coast Guard, he had practiced holding his breath for a long time.
Mm-hmm. Yep, I think my longest was like 3.5 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So in that,
he used to practice in Florida in our pool too, and then were you holding my hand or something?
I had to hold your hand because it was too long for you.
Yeah, it was too long. We
videotaped it. It was 3.5 minutes.
He was under the water, and I just thought it was too long that he was under there, and I was.
She would keep squeezing my hand to make sure I was okay.
He would and then he would squeeze back.
It's freaky when someone's underwater more than 30 seconds. It just doesn't.
Yeah. It didn't set well with me.
Yep. And my brother was good to me this week. He helped me get those tires, get the car fixed, and I bought a new battery. Oh my goodness, $160 for a new battery for my car. Wow. The darn thing was $169. Crazy, isn't it? And so it was a diehard though, and once again, and I went to the parts store. I didn't go. I could have saved $30 at the W Mart. I didn't want to do that, and I think I got a much better battery with a much longer warranty, and so I appreciate those my brother for helping with that.
Camping Therapy asked a question. Would you camp with people celebrating a holiday that you don't celebrate? We're around people all the time that
I think so.
That don't have the same beliefs as us, and we just try to love on them and witness to them.
Well, we don't drink, so we really don't fit with a lot of holidays.
That's true. We don't. Yeah, we don't. We personally don't drink, but
we hold
but we go
higher.
out with our relatives that drink.
Yeah, we don't have a problem with.
Yeah, we don't. Yeah, we don't.
We have friends that
right. We don't just stop being around people just because they have different beliefs than us. And we actually let a relative stay with us for 2 years who was an agnostic. And we just loved on him the whole 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
And he never believed, but we just pray one day he will.
Well,
That one
we
day
read the
God will
Bible.
send someone to
Isn't
minister
that the one
to him.
we gave money to.
Yeah.
Can you mention that? No.
So
Okay, but I mean, he did spice and stuff like that, and we were just as patient as we could be, and so we got through it.
Yeah, he was dealing with some addiction issues and stuff, but you know, we just did what we could to try to help him. So, and we've had other people stay at our house. We've had a lot of people stay at our house that were dealing with a lot of different things.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Because, you know, the Bible does say to have hospitality and stuff. So we did practice that. We don't have room for anybody now in the RV, but when we had a home, we did have a lot of people stay with us.
Yeah, we shared it quite often.
We had Christians stay with us that were dealing with issues as well. You know, so.
Yeah. You know, you always have examples come up in your life.
Yeah, he can hold his breath for over 3 minutes.
God is gonna. Well, I could then. I don't know about now.
Or he did.
I did. A little while ago, I held it for a minute. And that was pretty stressful, but I made it. And back to the Amish. Let's go back. Let's go to an Amish. Let's go to another Amish flavor.
Tony.
What does that mean?
Tony's comment.
I don't understand.
It says that they hung out with a guy who's funk.
Oh, gosh. Yeah, we got this Christian. He has an answering on his phone. You know?
That's funny.
Yeah,
it's John Wayne. It's John Wayne.
Oh, yeah.
It's John Wayne.
And he never really said a lot of words, you know, the D word, H word.
John Wayne is my favorite actor as a male actor, though, because
that's the way she fell in love with me, mister.
I grew up watching John Wayne with my dad.
Good dad.
Oh, that's the way it goes, Pilgrim. I'll pull your jaw out. Oh, if you touch White Buffalo again, I'll kill you. That was one of my favorite lines. So, you know, my thing when I was growing up was Star Trek. And I was so hooked into Star Trek and all that kind of stuff that one day I had to stop. I had to stop because I was literally watching a Star Trek program.
Hello, Story has it.
And crying.
She has a comment for you, Tony.
For somebody in the show.
Story has it.
And believe it or not, I'm crying for someone in the show. And I tell you, something spoke to my heart and said, don't waste your limited human emotions on people that don't exist. Is that a good statement or what? It's like we only have so much love and compassion in our hearts, and we're wasting it on people on TV. You know, I was crying for a character on Star Trek who was, you know, dealing with things that I had dealt with, and so I was like, that's what it's all about. But then I realized this person doesn't exist. They're not really losing their mind or whatever was going on. I thought, I'm wasting my emotions on people that don't exist. And so I stopped for a while. Now, I didn't all quit, you know, but for a couple of years I just left it alone. And I think, you know, each one of us has only so much compassion. You know, there's a certain point where we've had enough. We just can't, you know, we can only give so many dollars at the corners. You know, there's just only so much because we're limited by our human self, you know. And that's when you have to turn and let God love people through you because you don't have the ability to love everybody. But I want to recommend that you know, sometimes we use up all of our enthusiasm on a baseball team instead of our family, instead of our kids' achievements, instead of our family's achievements. We're spending it on that instead. Or there's like, look at the soap operas. People are letting someone else live their life for them, you know, and you know, we don't need to do that. We gotta be, you know, a part of the now. You know, we're living in the now, the right now, and you know, so, you know,
it's not wrong to watch a movie and feel emotions, but what he's saying is, try to have emotions with human beings.
as well.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Like the emotion I have about, I want to try this other Amish soda. So the other one's called Black Cherry. Black Cherry. So I really don't know what voice would go with Black Cherry. Would it be a pirate? R, me matey. Me favorite letter is R. So we'll be trying the Black Cherry, because that goes with the Black Pearl. And I've had several black cherries. I like Cheerwine a lot. That's a good black cherry. So this one's called Kutztown Mix.
I think that's the brand, because the other one had that
Rick's
word
Blesser.
on it too.
Rick's Besser Black Cherry. Oh wow, that's good. And this is at the Amish.
At least that one doesn't taste.
And it's
like
$1.49. Good
medicine.
deal. Cane sugar, no corn syrup. That's good for you. 29 carbs. Very low, only 25 salt. Arr, let me give it to me matey. See what she says. Arr. That's better than other black cherries for some reason. A little smoother. Something about that, boy, that's really good.
I think I like the sarsaparilla better, because it
Not
reminds
the sarsaparilla.
it reminds me of a like a old fashioned root beer.
Hey, there's, root beer comes from the sarsaparilla tree, right? Nope. Root beer comes from the root beer tree. And, sassafras. Sassafras is the sassafras tree makes the sassafras tea and root beer and all that. And I've never heard of a sarsaparilla tree or sarsaparilla root. We'll try it again, though.
Hi, Ozzy the Cockatoo.
Oh, it's cough drops. Tastes like cough
Amanda?
drops.
Lisa said that she went to the Amish store on Friday and got Mark some pecan rolls. He took it to work after eating one piece. He said,
Too sweet, huh?
no, he said something about if he didn't, or he needed to eat the whole thing at once or something. He loves everything from the Amish store.
Mm-hmm.
We had a strawberry rhubarb pie from the Amish store.
Oh, yeah.
It was so good.
So good. The only problem with the Amish store is that the owners of the store are the Yoders. I can't help it. When I go in there, I say, teach you good I will. How do Yoder? I'm a Yoder. You know what, they don't like it. Like it, they don't. All you have to do is round your sentences turn, and you're...
They probably never heard of you.
Oh, you know Yoder. Young Jedi. I will teach you dark side. Oh.
The Amish, I mean, we love the Amish stores, but you know what? They're excellent builders too.
We want them to build a cabin for us.
We follow this one.
We should have got you some dinner.
We follow this one.
Well, you don't feed children dinner. What do? Go for the ice cream. Or the black cherry.
The
RMAT.
There's this one
The Black
channel
Pearl.
that we do follow. It's called Amish Meadows, and they can build you a cabin in a week, and if it's a bigger one, it might take them 2 or 3 weeks, depending on
Man, that's good.
if they finish out the inside or not. Because a lot of people just have them put the outside together, and it's a log cabin. It's an actual log cabin, and they can put it together in a week. The whole log cabin and the roof and everything. And then if you want to finish out the inside, you can. But it's beautiful, it's sturdy. They make it in such a way so that even an earthquake or something, it wouldn't come down on you.
Do you want to bring that up? Move on.
Oh, we got our,
An extension.
well, yeah, the Dollywood tickets that we had last year were extended because of the closure at the beginning of the year. But we just got our reservations for
For the 12th of March.
the 12th of March.
And there were still openings. So if anybody has a Dollywood reservation,
Well, if you
a
have a
Dollywood season pass from
season
last
pass
year,
holder.
you can still use it.
But the people who are buying new tickets are going, they're not season pass holders. That is March the 13th that it's opening.
And
that
that's
day,
already full.
that was full. You couldn't even get a reservation for that day. But the 12th, if you are a season pass holder, they did have some space.
We're
get
in. Her.
So we'll be going to Dollywood on the 12th.
Yep. We'll be blogging and dogging. So wait for that. Another thing happened to me. I'm real sorry and I had to apologize. But, you know, I don't like really small cars. And I'm sorry to say, I ran one of those smart cars off the road today. Now, I felt bad, but I thought, I'm jogging. He can catch up and yell at me out his window if he wants to.
Tony said, does anyone know Yoda's last name?
I don't. It's in.
What
Was
is
it
it?
in one of the movies?
Lay, he, who.
Oh.
Yoda
That's right.
Leahy-hoo?
Yeah.
Lay, he, who.
Yoda's last name is Leahy-hoo.
Ah.
Yoda Leahy-hoo. Mm-hmm. Teach you good, I will. Mm-hmm. Backwards talk, do I?
We did a
Back talk, I always have. Slap face for back talk.
We did a live stream from Dollywood on January the 3rd, I think. It's on our, if you look up our live streams, it's on there with the fireworks. But we got copyright hit on it, like majorly, because they played a lot of Christmas music. It was still the Christmas season. So it's a little tricky at Dollywood. One of our YouTuber friends, whom a lot of you know, he said that he told me most of his copyright hits were from Dollywood because they do play a lot of
Yeah, a lot of background music.
a lot of country music and everything all year round.
Makes
so.
no sense. You know.
Well, I mean, they do the country thing, but it's just hard for YouTubers to actually do a live stream from there. If you go
We've overdone
somewhere,
that.
if you go somewhere and sit where there's no music playing, you might be able to do it, but it's hard to walk around Dollywood and do it because that's we were doing that and we got a copyright. We got.
So one of the things we're going
Copyright
to do is we're going to do our own thing. You know, like I've written songs and I've written poems and you don't know this, but 2 weeks ago when we were doing a live stream, I sang a few notes from a 1977 musical I was in. Boy, that got cut right out. And what the heck?
Hello,
So
Munich,
we're
Germany.
going to do our own. I got this one children's song called Devil Go,
Hello, Annette from Wisconsin.
That's a good story about a girl by the name of Annette. It's a riddle. As I was working for this lady named Annette, and I came up with this riddle. And here's the riddle. Annette caught her husband when he fell. But Annette wasn't there when he fell. What's Annette's husband do for a living? I'll say it again. Annette caught her husband when he fell. But Annette wasn't there when he fell. What's Annette's husband do for a living? He's a trapeze artist. I made that one up. So, what else do we want to do? We got only so many minutes left. Let's see. Almost drowned. Shark on the reef. Oh, lobster in the refrigerator. Anybody have a lobster in your refrigerator? One of those kind? I did. I was on a big Coast Guard boat. And at the end of the cruise, you go on a 90-day cruise. And at the end of 90 days, you clean that boat from front to back. So about day 85, we pulled into this port in Nova Scotia, and the boat bought like 600 pounds of lobster. And so we had lobster for 2 days. 200 pounds of it was already cooked and still hot, and they brought it home. We had a beautiful meal, and then we cooked it again the next day. So pretty much all of the cooks, we were tired of lobster after the third day. So we still had 2 days left in the cruise, before we get to the home port. So we're cleaning the refrigerators, we're cleaning the freezers, we're cleaning everything in the boat, because when you get back to shore, you've got to be ready to reload the boat, and everybody wants to get off the boat and go home because you've been gone for 3 months. And so we're lifting the racks and moving everything in the refrigerator, and there, in the corner of the refrigerator, 2 days after we had eaten all that lobster, there he was. He had gotten out of one of the boxes, and he was nice and cold and happy in that corner and still alive and ready to fight. And of course, we'd gone two days without lobster. So, by then we were starting to build up that need again. Oh, that was so cool. He was like, no, I got out of that box. Nobody's getting me. You know what? We should have threw him over the side just for his effort. But we didn't. We threw him in the pot. And that's a trip we did up to Nova Scotia. And we went to St. John's. And we went to Sandestrom. And we went to Greenland. And up to Thule, Greenland, and Iceland, and all that kind of stuff. It was really cool up there.
Hello, Lake Aikens.
And you could see where the glaciers had scratched out the stone with a very slow fingernail down a chalkboard. And the water was so clear up in the mountains, you could just scoop it up and drink it and drink it and drink it. It just tasted so good. And the fish, all you had to do was drop your line over the side, and the fish would just go after it. They had wolffish and flounder and halibut.
Virginia made sausage, gravy, and biscuits, and that's one of his favorites.
That's my favorite
loved
breakfast.
That. He would have been honored to come over for dinner.
I use the turkey sausage just for my health reasons, instead of pork. It tastes just the same.
And then Story has it made chicken soup in the crock pot, and she said it teased her for hours while she was
that's a good
smelling
way
it.
of putting that. That's a storyteller right there. Well, it teased her for hours. Yeah, spaghetti does that too. Wow. Oh, I don't know how to interrupt everything.
Tony's eating his ice cream, making sure it's good so that we don't have to eat it. Is
So
that
you don't
it?
have to taste it to find out.
Yeah, we don't.
Oh, so we don't have to
We
taste
can
it.
just go by him and. Yep. This way we can go to dinner and enjoy ourselves and not have him tag along because he's full. So, it's kind of much seeds.
You know what?
Mm.
Oh, that reminds. Virginia said she loves to cook for people. Donny does too. And last night, Donny cooked for
Yeah.
Tony.
Tony, here, right here.
Yeah. And we did a little video. Now he was cooking
1 minute.
He was cooking ahead of time, so I didn't get the camera in time to get all the prep work and everything, but I got a little bit of showing it, and he was giving the details, and then they were talking about the food and everything, so I did a little video, and it's on Donny's channel, Storyteller Donny Wheeler. So, Shannon, if you could either post the video on here or post a link if somebody wants to check out the video with Donny cooking for Tony. Tara says that you need to eat some crawdads. He did.
Yeah, we had.
We have a video
Mm-hmm.
of that.
That's when we went with
What was that restaurant called?
The local.
the
Local. Yeah, the Local. There's a video. Was that a week ago, 2 weeks ago, something like that?
Yes. A week and a half ago.
Yeah, and Tony was eating crawdads, and then he got Donny to eat crawdads for the first time.
Yeah. It wasn't my happy day.
Neither.
I'm not a bottom feeder.
Story has it says, much respect for the Coast Guard. She watched a documentary in college and was in awe of all they do.
Mm-hmm. Boy, they're my family. I mean, I got out in '91, and I still feel it if I hear about one being hurt or lost or killed. It's like a family. I got right out of high school, got right into the Coast Guard, and I needed it. I loved boot camp. I needed the structure. I needed the point to my life, you know, which to mine, you know, you just have people like me that are like, you know, I would die to save somebody. I would, you know, that would be my calling or something. And,
Thank you, Shannon. She
so I
posted
did,
a
you know,
link
it was very
to,
sacrificial.
I don't know if that's Donny's channel or Donny's video, but one or the other. And we just posted the video
Yep.
today, so you can find it on there if you want to click on that link.
Unfortunately, we don't have a Carol Burnett song, you know, to end every hour. I'm so glad we had this time to weather.
Jesus Loves You Kay said, how did you choose the Coast Guard?
I chose the Coast Guard because I saw a Coast Guard picture of someone being pulled out of the water and rescued. And I'm a rescuer. I wanted to, you see, in the Coast Guard, a man screws a nut down on a bolt. In the Navy, 10 guys go by and each of them give it a twist. There's so much more responsibility in the Coast Guard. There's so much more individuality in the Coast Guard. You know, some people want to be part of something bigger than themselves, but in the Coast Guard, you're part of something small. You're part of something essential. It's a little different. And they tease us called bathtub sailors, but it takes a sailor to sail a bathtub. Anybody can float on a city. You know, we have those kind of insults, you know, and the Coast Guard depended a lot on the Navy for training and for supplies and everything else like that. So it's a very intermingled service like that, but no. There was no doubt. I was always moved by the hero. I'm a hero attitude, hero mentality, and then self-sacrifice. You know, it wasn't, you know, that was a worthy cause that someone, you know, the Coast Guard motto is you have to go out, but you don't have to come back. And I just saw some incredible Coast Guard stories and things like that I just had to be a part. And there's more people on the New York Police Department than in the entire Coast Guard, just to give you an idea of the size.
So this is good news. Coaster Mom said that she saw today that Pennsylvania lifted their out-of-state travel restrictions. So that's good for people in Pennsylvania, because that should mean, right, that they can travel. Is that right, Tony? Do you know? If they lifted their out-of-state travel restrictions, that means that they can,
people
can come in from other states, or they can go visit other states.
People can come in.
People can come in.
We try to stay away from politics as much
Yeah.
as possible.
But it's good to hear when a state opens up and is
Florida got
allow
it right.
people to come and go again.
So what time is it?
Some states,
Ooh.
because there were some states that didn't, like, you couldn't visit certain states, but you
Florida.
could
We
visit
talked to
other
people-
states, so.
So there might be people that want to go to a different live now. We've stepped into another hour, so we just say thank you for being here. We bless you and thank you for you, and we appreciate you being here. And we'll have more fun next week. And look for those live streams and check out our Joy Blessed Life channel for all of the other things. I do a lot of funny things on there too. We've got some food blogs and reviews and beautiful snow scenes and fall leaves and all kinds of things to enjoy. So thank you very much for doing that. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And that helps us as well.
What that means with the state thing, because that means that they don't have to self-quarantine again if they leave somewhere and come back. But before that they did, but now they don't. So that's good. That means they can go out and somewhere and come back without having to quarantine, including the kids at school.
I'm a truck driver over the road, so I have a special paper authorized from the government to drive anywhere because I'm essential.
Right,
so I don't really know.
Probably
Yeah.
does not include commercial.
So Tony, I don't know if you could.
It doesn't include commercial.
If you could hear him, but he said he has a special document because he's an on-the-road trucker, and that's essential. So he has a document from the government where he can go to any state, and he doesn't have to worry about the quarantine rules or anything like that. So, yeah, thank you for joining us. And we'll see you again, Mountain Mondays next Monday.
Yep.
No, keep talking. I have more ice cream left.
Oh, we have to keep going. Yeah, my dad used to do that. I got some gravy left on my plate. I need some meat to go with it. I got some meat on my plate. I need some gravy to go with it.
Cream.
Yeah.
I'm gonna finish it all before you get to.
He wants to finish his ice cream before we're done talking.
Oh, wait till you see the review of the pecan pie. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, it was funny.
Mr.
If you go watch that video.
Mr. Know-it-all didn't know it all. I didn't know you could make pecan pie without the main ingredient, but they did.
Oh.
Oh yeah. So, I guess that'll do it for this week, Mr. Douglas.
As a reminder, that video.
We'll talk with you more.
That video of Donny cooking for Tony was on Donny's channel, Storyteller Donny Wheeler. So, and there is a link in the description for his channel. I always have a link for his channel in the description as well. So.
Always
Are you
glad to
done?
help. So.
I really am here. It's not their imaginations.
Who was that? Did you see that? Somebody was in our condo. So what do you do when you go to a restaurant you don't want to tell people about? What do you do when you go to a restaurant you don't want to tell people about? Hey, so where'd you go last night? Nowhere. Well, I thought you went out to eat. Yeah.
Hello, Shebna.
So, okay, now we're getting into crazy hour. We're running late. So, what shall we do
He's
now?
almost through. He's trying to get us to wait.
Yeah, he's going for the breaker. And we'll hit the breaker here, turn the power off to the whole house. So, then you have to stop.
Is there a restaurant you are looking forward to going? Jesus loves you, ask.
The Holstons. We're going to Holstons.
We did
right
a
away.
review. We did it. We went to Holstons with Tony
The Holstons
and did a review
and
on it.
the
and
diner and the Holstons. Looking forward to that again. I mean, that Holstons.
yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, that's a definite return restaurant because they make everything from scratch. They get all the
Every day.
ingredients in the morning and
Everything's
every day.
scratch.
Everything is
Every
from
day.
scratch.
Yep.
It's a lot better when I'm not there
Why?
because I run a meal fast.
Oh, no, not at all.
No, he's
The waitress
fun.
might
Tony
say
is
that.
fun. Tony is fun.
The waiter might say that. But you would have to watch the review to see
Okay,
why.
she said a restaurant that you haven't been to yet. Well, one place that I want to go to is very famous breakfast. You haven't been there yet, right? The
No.
Crocker's one? Is that what it's
Crockett's.
called?
Crockett's.
Crockett's. Yeah, and Tony hasn't been there, but he wants to go as well.
Mm-hmm.
It's a breakfast, and it only does breakfast, and it closes early. At what time does it close? 2:00. So that's a breakfast place we're looking forward to, because it really has, a lot of people really like it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's got high recommendations and stuff. So that's one of the places. Let's see.
Greenbrier Restaurant.
Greenbrier is something you're looking forward to. Have you been there?
Yeah.
Okay, you've been there.
But
One
you-
that you haven't been to is what they're asking.
That I'm looking forward to going to.
Yeah, a restaurant that you haven't been to.
I haven't
that
been
you're
there because
looking
I
forward
don't
to
know the
going.
name of it yet. I don't even know where. It's not like I drive by it and go, oh, I want to go there.
Yeah. Let's see.
I haven't really thought of that.
Well, there,
But
we have a
sure
lot of
did like
places that
local
we
borough.
haven't been to
Oh,
yet. Oh, the
it's
local borough. I did vlog it, but I haven't edited it yet. But,
there's
yeah.
another one in Pigeon Forge. It's north of town. It's a burrito place called the Burrito Restaurant, I believe, or something like that. And it's always jammed. I haven't been able to get in there. It's always been full every time we drove by.
now there's another restaurant.
Another one is the Japanese one, the Sakuro Buffet at the corner.
And there's another restaurant, Tony might know the name of it. It's like you go up higher in Gatlinburg. It's a restaurant that's like high, and then they have an outdoor space where you can look at views, but I can't think of what the name of it is.
You
but
know, the one in
it's on a
Anquista we
corner.
want to go
It's on
to.
a corner.
It was out. They were not taking reservations.
where
We got
there's
there
a
too
street
late.
this way and that way.
Anquista has a new one
I
called
can't
the
think of what it
Smokehouse or
is.
something like that. That one I'm looking forward to.
I'm not sure if it's a steakhouse or what, but that's another recommended one. I can't think of what the name of it is. Somebody else might know that goes to Gatlinburg all the time. But I want to go to that one as well. We've
Okay.
been to the 3 diners here in Pigeon Forge.
Yeah.
Vlogged all 3.
If it has food, I've pretty much been to it.
Tony
they
said
have
if
food,
it has food, I've pretty
been
much
there.
been to it.
You know, we'll go to Russell Stover for dinner. Yeah.
Jesus Loves UK said, is Greenbrier as good as it looks online?
It's very good.
It's very good.
The steaks are amazing.
Is that the one in Gatlinburg?
On 321, when you were going up there,
Mm-hmm.
there's where the fire department is below there. It's there, and then you gotta go up the hill.
Mm-hmm. So okay. So we'll go ahead and let you go.
All right, we're gonna shut her down.
The ice cream's all gone now. You can
Ice
shut it
cream's
down.
gone. We can
Okay.
close now.
Ice cream's gone.
Are you getting
Hello,
up, or do I
Caleb.
reach for this?
You have to do that little dot, remember?
Oh, the
The
little
little
dot.
dot.
All right, we're doing the dot. We'll
Thank
miss
you
you.
for joining us, everyone.
We'll miss you. We'll see you next week. Finish event or keep?
Finish.